create this new service mindset. I'm serving people. I'm here to serve. For those of you that are religious, God talks a lot about serving others. Don't worry about selling others, service others. And if you service others, you're going to sell naturally, okay? And so going into 2023, good enough isn't good enough. Transactional is not going to get you there. If things get tough in the economy, the people that are going to struggle the most are the ones that aren't servicing people and giving that wow experience. It's Monday. It's our favorite day of the week. I got a great talk today to tell you about, great topic. And I think that when you hear this, we need to do this no matter what. Life isn't really worth living if we don't do what I'm about to tell you. And I mess up with this sometimes because I'm so quick to try to get things done and then move to the next thing, and then things are coming from this way. And I'm like, I got to get things done or it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, we end up being more transactional than transformative. I got to tell you a story real quick. I went to this place called the Celebrity Center out in LA, and it is price-wise, it's just it's not as bad as going to Hilton Garden Inn or something like that. However, I go there to do services and do courses there. And when I go there, the first time I went there, they took my suitcase, which is cool because that's usually a bellhop. And it's considered a 5-star hotel, but the price is $350 and you get a condo, a 1-bedroom condo. But they take your bag from you and they just everything is yes, Mr. Ciorrocco. Yes, Mr. Ciorrocco, and they're all over you. And it's in a good way. And then I'm where'd my bag go? They're going to take it to the room. Yeah. So when I go to my room, I think my bag's going to be there. Right. And I'm going to have to unpack or live out of my suitcase, or I don't know how you guys do it. If you go to a hotel and unpack your suitcase, or if you take live out of your suitcase. But nonetheless, I get up there and my clothes aren't in my suitcases. They're not there. So I look in the closet, my suitcases are in there. The clothes, it's empty. And then I'm did they unpack my suitcase? So I go to the bedroom and I pull out the drawer and my underwear and socks are all nicely. And then I pulled the next drawer out. My t-shirts are nice. I look in the closet, everything's hung up. My shoes are nicely lined up. Then I'm wow, where's my toiletry bag? So then I go in the bathroom and my toiletry bag is empty. And literally everything is placed nicely. Toothbrush, toothpaste, shaving cream, razor. It was amazing. And I was this is unbelievable. I felt like a prince or a king or whatever you want to. And I'm this is unbelievable. I'm listening to a Cardone chapter today in Sell or Be Sold. And he talks about sending somebody to that same hotel and how they were treated. And I started thinking to myself, why would we work with a customer or client ever and not give them white glove service? Why would we ever not give them a freaking wow experience? And it's because most of us are in a woe experience ourselves. And what I mean by woe, and Grant talks about this in the book, woe is me. I got so much going on. I'm so busy. How am I going to get through all this? I got emails to check. I got this and that. And that. I don't have that much time. And we go into the woe is me mindset instead of let me wow people. Let me take the time to wow people. And if I get to someone a little later or something else a little later, it's fine. But I'm going to get more impact out of giving somebody a wow, white glove experience versus moving to thing and being so transactional. Because when you give somebody a wow experience, first of all, you feel better about yourself. And number two, not only do you feel better about yourself, number two, you turn that person into someone that is not going to shut up about you. Your intention with your clients, even whether you do business with them or not, let's say it's just a prospect, anybody you talk to, your experience should be to turn them into people that are your biggest fans and salespeople for you. They should be talking about you with their next person they run into at the dinner table with their families. They should dream about you. That's the intention that we should have. So I want everybody to imagine this for a second. I want to imagine that we're all in the business of being concierge, service, people, in servitude of people. Too many times we think about sales. Where's my next deal coming from? I need a commission. I got to pay my bills, which we do. But the way to do it and accomplish it is not to think about that and be transactional, which most people are. Problems give you an opportunity to be a hero. And this goes part of the wow experience. Because listen, nobody's perfect and everybody deep down knows not everybody's perfect and they're going to have problems. And as long as you're there and you're not leaving, you're not going to quit on people. You're unstoppable. And they love that and they appreciate that. So your people, if you have a team or a business, hold their asses accountable. You hold them accountable to what you expect because it's a reflection of you, or you get them the hell out of there. I don't care how much business they do. I don't care. It doesn't matter, guys. You're better off going back and being in a situation where you got things running the way you want it run. And in the past, let me tell you something. I had a branch that was doing business. We were bringing revenue in. They were such a pain in the ass a couple years ago. They were making everybody in our company miserable. I would go home miserable. One of the guys was always bitching and complaining. And when we finally got rid of them, at first I was oh man, that revenue, right? This is over in the western part of Maryland. That revenue, man, that revenue is not going to be here. And then I'm but then I started noticing a peace come over me. And I was holy cow, I didn't realize they were causing that much turmoil in my life. So let's open it up. Let's talk about it. What are you going to commit to? Do you have any questions on this? Because look, I know I got my new hat on, but like thrust is a must, baby. We got to be moving. We got to go. And if you like this hat, you want some unstoppable shirts, thrust is a must shirts, inexorable. Kim, if you can put the link in the chat. This is more, we don't make much money off these shirts. It's a pain in the ass unless you're selling hundreds of, probably thousands of these shirts. But more importantly, I want you to have the message if you're at the gym, or if you're running, whatever it is, man, you have this, like, if things get tough for you, you think to yourself, shit, thrust is a must, man. Got to keep going. I'm unstoppable. And whatever you put after I am is what you're going to be. I am the greatest. I am unstoppable. I am a badass. I am the best at what I do. And this is something that, like, it blows me away, and I understand why. But like, when you close a deal, are you calling the people a week later and checking in on them and just saying, hey, listen, I really appreciate your business, but I need some help if you don't mind. You know, I want to know how I could do better. How was this? How was the service? How was the experience? Where could we improve? And what was great? And by the way, you don't do it because you're scared of what they'll say. And I got to tell you that you will feel unbelievable after that call. No matter if the experience went great, if it was terrible, like, the fact that you care will you become a hero to the people, because you can handle problems that way. You can improve or do something about it. You know, I posted a quote yesterday because I was thinking about this thing about calling people after the fact. And it's talked about the fact that the only time a person gets into trouble, the only time anybody's gotten into serious trouble is when they decided they couldn't do nothing about it. And when a customer closed and it was not the greatest experience, let's say there was like hurdles or whatever, you still closed and got it. But sometimes it's like, it's over. What am I going to do about it now? Well, what you could do about it now is you could take experience from that and extend it for the future. That customer will send you business.